All right. Hello, everybody. It's your girl, Terra Queen Jamila. Hello, Mary Meet and Blessed Be. I am here to do the Libra love reading for. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of minutes to get in here. Hello. I'm squinting because I can't see without my glasses. I'm going to flip the camera over for a second. All right, I'm giving y'all a few minutes to get in here. If you're watching through the live or if you're watching through the playback, make sure that you hit that thumbs up and you hit that subscribe button. All right, welcome to the Libra love reading for August. Hello to all of my Libras out there. So I'm going to get right into it and let's get started. Spirit guides, ancestors, guardian angels for the Libra, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Where are you seeing? So we're going to do the lovers and then we'll do the singles afterwards, okay? What messages do you have for the Libra? What do you see is going on with Libra's relationship right now? What is going on with Libra relationship right now? So we're going to look at current and then we'll look at August, okay? I'll briefly kind of look at what's going on currently so that we can compare it to August. Keep in mind, these are general readings, guys, general, okay? All right. 8 of Cups, 10 of Wands, and the 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like the relationship is going through a learning curve, a growth period. There seems to be a lot of burden surrounding the relationship with the 10 of Wands. This could be caused by familial relations. Somebody in the family doesn't like the lover, or either vice versa. There does seem to be like this competition in the relationship that probably needs to be handled. I mean, it's okay to have little competitions, like, it's okay to do that, but literally if it is a power struggle, it looks like that's not where it's at, having a power struggle. Who has more power in the relationship? Why does that even matter? Why does that even matter? So I feel like the relationship that you're in is going through a growing period, and it may have something to do with somebody being insecure. Okay. Somebody having issues with abandonment as well. I feel like a lot of you Libras are either dealing with a water sign, fire sign, or an earth sign. Okay. What are you seeing going on in August of 2019 for the Libra lovers? Okay, August of 2019. All right, let's see. They shuffling, y'all. Okay. That's enough shuffling. Thank you for the thumbs up, guys. Make sure y'all hit that when y'all come in, even though I've got the ratings disabled. 4 of Swords, 10 of Cups, 4 of Cups. the Knight of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, and Page of Swords. See what's after that. The Wheel of Fortune. Right. So there's like a mixture of things that's going on. The relationship does seem to be up and down in the month of August. Towards the beginning of August, I can see a slight separation phase with the Four of Swords. But I feel like it's so you can reevaluate like your perception when it comes to relationships. Feel like it's going to be a separation period so that both parties can develop peace between the two of you. Okay. Now, the Ten of Cups represents where somebody could be pregnant. I feel like a lot of you Libras are going to get pregnant or either find out that you're pregnant in the month of August because you got the Ten of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune came up. Okay. Which does indicate starting a family, pregnancy, something like that. However, the Four of Cups comes up. And so this is where I feel like somebody is still dealing with the emotional trauma of their childhood specifically, which can be very difficult. The Four of Cups as well as the Nine of Pentacles and then the Ten of Swords. So in particular, for those of you that are dealing with earth sign people, you are going to feel sort of slighted or betrayed by that person. And the reason why is because I feel like it's necessary for the growth, for your growth. Sometimes you'll feel like your partner is abandoning you, but they're not actually abandoning you. Sometimes it's a lesson that you have to learn. So somebody's learning some lessons in the relationship, either Libra or your lover. Also, the Four of Cups is telling me that unresolved issues and unresolved emotions seem to be coming out. So I do see the good and the bad. I feel like there's good and bad. Things are definitely up and down. I think that if either Libra or Libra lover would ground themselves, because air signs have to ground themselves. Otherwise, things will be all over the place every other day. One day you're doing good, the next day you're not. The next day you're doing good, the next day you're not. So I feel like it's like a really unstable up and down situation. And it has something to do with emotions, especially emotions arising from the childhood. Now, I feel like the person that is going to deal with that is your lover or your significant other. Whatever it is that has happened during the childhood, if there was any kind of trauma, this is definitely going to come out in the relationship. And, you know, your partner first of all, your partner knows about it. They need to deal with it within the relationship. Okay, there's a problem within the relationship to where I don't see any outside division, not really, maybe coming from family members possibly, but not from anywhere else. I feel like even outsiders should not be able to, deter or hurt or harm the relationship in any kind of way. Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Whoever this Knight of Pentacles is, this, in my opinion, is a spirit guide. Because it doesn't matter if it's this relationship or another relationship. What the Knight of Pentacles is telling me is that if you're not grounded all the time, and if you're not feeling good about yourself, it really takes a lot of self-worth. So I feel like that Knight of Pentacles is saying self-worth, self-esteem. And I do see like a breakdown of that, like a breakthrough. You know what I'm saying? To where there may be an argument, there may be a disagreement, but then it's sometimes arguments and disagreements are actually for the better because you end up resolving issues, emotions that have been buried for centuries will come out. Now, also the Page of Swords with the Wheel of Fortune comes up. So again, I feel like I can see a lot of you Libras expecting or finding out you're expecting. You're probably expecting right now. I also feel like the Wheel of Fortune does represent the changes like every other day that the relationship is going through. And, people do things the way that they want to do. I'm not a Libra, so, and I'm not dating a Libra, so I wouldn't know. But I feel like things are going to turn around for the better once you start communicating. Communication is so important. I also see somebody opening up, okay, because opening up is really, really healthy. So I do see good things coming, but like I said, August is going to be up and down. And really, the only thing you can do is communicate. Communicate how you're feeling, communicate, well, you said this and it made me feel like this. So then I went and felt insecure about, self and all of that. So communication is going to be key because in reality, when you're in a relationship with somebody, I believe that the whole outside of the world should not apply. Nobody else applies. Even if you feel like somebody is spiritually attacking you or attacking you from outside of the relationship, they're supposed to be protecting you. And if you're unprotected, then what do you think is going to happen? You're going to be up and down emotionally. There may be mental illnesses that might come out, and because sometimes love can make you a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I've got my camera propped up here. Spirits, give me some clarity on this Ten of Swords. See, it's all about communication and then also the way that you communicate. If you're cussing and screaming, and I feel like the Page of Wands is saying learn how to communicate better. Hit the thumbs up, guys. If you're cussing and screaming and being verbally abusive, that's not going to get you anywhere. People don't listen. Nobody's going to listen. Ten of Pentacles comes right after that. If hold on a second, you guys. Thank you, honey. Okay, sorry about that. So, if you want stability as well as financial stability, because I feel like there's this desire to be stable. And I feel like a lot of you Libras or either your lover grew up in a very financially unstable environment. And the reason why I was financially unstable is because of the mental instability and the emotional instability. And it's because nobody would talk to each other. Nobody would say how they were actually feeling. So I feel like if you want that completion, because you got 3 10s, you got the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Pentacles. If you want that, you have to start communicating better. Okay, that's in any area, even with money. Even if you're running a business, if you want that business to be successful, cussing and screaming and going nuts, that's just going to drive people away from you. Okay, nobody gonna want to deal with somebody that's verbally just lashing out at people, because that lets you know that it's bad business. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what y'all in here chatting about in case we got. Thank you. Thank you, Cancer 61. Hello, Lovely Waters and Jessie May. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. All right. So let's get to the Libra singles. Those of you that are looking for love. What's currently going on with the Libra singles? And guys, you really got to ground yourself during Mercury retrograde. Mercury retrograde should be the time where you are maybe getting rid of old habits, okay, that might be making you mentally, physically, or spiritually unstable. This is a time to be doing meditation, okay? All right, spirits, what messages do you have for the single Libras right now? And then we'll look at August. All right, so many of you have been sort of stuck on somebody from the past, and right now you're ready to move forward. However, I feel like with the Eight of Wands coming up, Spirit is telling you to be careful, okay? The Fool card comes up. You need to be careful to not make quick decisions, okay? Stop doing that. Stop making these quick decisions, these impulsive decisions, okay? Now, the Fool can be impulsive, but that is because the Fool has trust in the universe. So I feel like a lot of you are having a new beginning right now. You could possibly be reuniting with somebody from the past. And then also I can see that a couple of you, like a lot of you Libras, seem to be dating a couple of different people, okay? Could be a couple of different people that are in there. Or maybe you're looking at a few different people. And then that's okay, because you don't have to necessarily make a decision right away, because you never know. You could end up with neither one of those people, especially if you haven't made any kind of commitment to them and you still consider yourself to be single. Okay, what are you seeing coming up for Libra love for the singles in August of 2019? What are you seeing? Do you see a new lover coming in? Do you see anything happening? What is Libra, single Libra's energy in the month of August of 2019? You got 2 sevens, 7 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, King of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. And then a couple of other court cards, Ace of Swords. So single Libras. You want to know why you're single? Hold on, guys. Let me fix myself real quick. You guys got the 7 of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. Now, first of all, those two cards to me says to me that it's all about your self-perception. How you see yourself is not how other people see you. Also, the 7 of Cups can represent somebody that's delusional. Okay, somebody that, and I don't mean to, because I know that that can be a very inflammatory word, so I apologize for lack of better words, delusional. Meaning that you see yourself and your life as being one way, but it's not actually that way. I feel like this King of Wands is here. The 7 of Pentacles is here, right? There's a self-esteem issue. It is. It's a self-esteem issue. And this is what is creating a lot of the inner conflicts with yourself. You got a total of 3 air cards. So a lot of you are ready to move on, but there's some things that you got to work on. There does seem to be a fire sign coming in, but I feel like it's going to be this underlying weirdness to the situation. Okay, it's almost like, okay, we're here together, we're having dinner, we met each other, but inside of my head, everything is going everywhere. And this is not that person's responsibility. It's your responsibility. You got the 8 of Swords. Okay. So this is where you may be there's a state or a frame of mind that you're in that you don't really know or understand. So you're totally, I feel like a lot of you singles are dealing with being kind of locked in this mental prison in your mind with this Eight of Swords. It's got everything to do with you and how you feel about you, because how you feel about you is going to determine how you treat others. This person is going to come in, but I feel as though there's going to be like this power struggle. I can sense an Aries, Leo, or a Sagittarius. There's a power struggle with this person. And I feel like it's gonna be more so inward. If it's not outward, it's gonna be inward. So I don't really see a lot of success around this person. This may even be somebody that you're reuniting with from the past in August. The same issues are gonna be there. A lot of people think, oh well, I want to reunite with this person, but then the same thing is still there. It's still the same conflict, it's still the same problems and issues. And, this is the reason why it kind of doesn't go anywhere. Okay. Now, the Page of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Swords comes up. So I feel like whatever this is, whatever is going on with this fire sign person, I can see it is ending very quickly. They're going to go out just as quickly as they came into your life. And the reason why is because, to be honest with you, single Libras, you're not necessarily ready for love yet. You need to release all of these inner conflicts and inner turmoil. There's an inner turmoil that is happening and you can't cover it up because love is going to bring it out. I feel like the reason why this person is coming in and going out just as quickly as they came in is because they're there to teach you that. You may be a Libra that's caught up in, you meet somebody, weirdness happens, and then it's over. And then you meet somebody else, weirdness happens, and then it's over. So I feel like this is a cycle that is within the Libra. Okay. And I feel like a lot of these people that come into your life, they are meant to teach you that. Because I'm going to tell you something, insecurity and mental instability, because the seven of cups is when you're sitting there, you're daydreaming, you think that it's one thing, but it's actually not, and you're not actually in touch. You're kind of out of touch with reality, is what the Seven of Cups represents. So you may see yourself as being one way, but then when other people meet you and get to know you, it's like, So, and I can see this person taking issue with that. They may not necessarily say anything, especially if it's a new person. They may not necessarily say anything. You may be talking to them 1 minute and then the next minute you don't hear from them, is what I can tell you. I feel like they're going to go out as quickly as they come in. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. When folks is acting weird or when something is off, many people won't say anything to you. This is what creates the dynamic of, okay, I don't understand. I went out, I had a good time and with this person, but then they never called me again. You ever have that situation happen to you and you're wondering what's going on? Why did this person never contact me again? And the reason why is because they could see things on you. They could sense things that were around you that you didn't see. And that's the whole point of it. That's the whole point of this Eight of Swords, is because you're not seeing it. I feel like a lot of you are going to see it in August. I do a lot of work for Libras, by the way, and I do a lot of readings for Libras. So Libras love my readings, and I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I feel like this is something that is going to be released from your psyche. You got to work on your psyche. Okay. This is your perception of self, your perception of others, and then, just these mental conflicts that keep disturbing your relationships. It seems like it's these conflicts that come out of nowhere. Okay. So I do feel like there's a new beginning though that could be getting started with this fire sign person. But if you find that they are not as quick to call you back, or if you find that they are just kind of put off from you, but they're still there, they like you, but they don't like the circumstances. They don't like the mindset that you're in. You got to free your mind. You're going to get a messenger this month that's going to tell you that, a couple of spirit guides that want to bring change into your love life, which starts with self-love. Okay. I'm going to throw a final advice card and read the chats, and then I'm going to move on to the Scorpios. Okay. In the next live, I'll be moving on to the Scorpios. Okay. So a card flipped over. See? The Seven of Swords and the Five of Pentacles flipped over. Okay. You don't understand how people are perceiving you. People perceive you as being very insecure about yourself. You got to admit that. You got to, and no matter how you spin it, no matter what, I don't care I don't care what you do. I don't care if you wear the most expensive jewelry, or you go to the most expensive hairdresser, or you buy the most expensive clothes. People still perceive you as being insecure about yourself. And this is the reason why you deal with unrequited love. Because I'm going to tell you something. Loving somebody that has that issue does nothing but destroy the person that's trying to help you. So, they're going to be like, okay, let me back up away from this person for a little while, because I can't deal with this. This is bad for, it's just bad energy. I feel like a lot of you need to open up your third eye, is another thing. Whenever I see that Seven of Swords, it tells me that there is congestion in your third eye. Negative thoughts, being distrustful. If you don't trust somebody else, they not going to trust you. That's just simple as that. And I've been saying this for 3 years, and so there's new people that are here because I got all kind of new subscribers. So that's going to be the problem. And you don't have to, like, okay, this is what I want to tell you. You can come in front of somebody's face and be like, hey, check me out. Aren't I beautiful? Look at my hair. Look at my nails. Instantly, they're going to know that you're insecure about yourself. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people will convey this message to people, and they don't even realize that that's what they're doing. So there needs to be some self-analysis, and there needs to be some self-discovery, and then opening of that third eye has got to be opened. Okay. All right, guys. Okay. Thank you so much for coming. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up. Thank you, Cancer 61 Holloway. Make sure that you guys hit that thumbs up. If you guys want a private reading, the link to my website is below. Okay. You're very welcome. And I'll see you guys next time. Love and light.